The effects of Sandy are stretching to the Willamette Valley as some East Coast Beavers do their best to keep an eye on their families dealing with the storm. KEZI 9 News reporter Lauren Michler has their story from Corvallis.
It's stormy here in Corvallis, but nothing like it is on the East Coast, which is where many players and coaches' attention is focused as Sandy hits their hometowns. The clouds hover over the OSU practice field, where Coach Mike Cavanaugh has been busy working his offensive line through a one-loss season. But Coach Cav says things got even more hectic as Sandy took over back home.
Bunch of family, New Jersey, Maine, Connecticut, all over the place. So obviously it's probably one of the worst storms in the history of the East Coast, and we were worried.
Defensive coordinator Mark Banker has been trying to coach through the storm too, mainly through texts and calls from his family in Cape Cod. And he says the pictures they're sending are hard to believe.
And he snapped a picture of the Plymouth Rock, and the tide was probably about 8 feet higher, and the waves were splashing up and over into actually the street. It looked pretty surreal from where I was sitting. At the same time, I'm sure people were a lot more concerned, being there firsthand.
Both coaches say they've never seen anything like this. Neither has Beaver forward Devon Collier, who's been keeping a close eye on his family in the Bronx.
There's no school going on, no subways running. For New York to shut down, it must have been very serious.
Growing up on the East Coast, all three men have seen their fair share of storms, but they agree Sandy is nerve-wrackingly different.
You get a lot of bad winter storms, but hurricanes, occasionally you get them, but wow, this was devastating.
Being a New Englander, people are prepared for the most part for weather-related incidents. Then again, you can't necessarily hold back, what Mother Nature is going to bring at you.
With seasons in full swing, these East Coasters know there's not much else they can do, but watch and pray that everyone stays safe. In Corvallis, Lauren Michler, KEZI 9 News.